Welcome to make the best oven baked barbecue chicken wings. So here I got some chicken wings that are already cleaned and patted dry, and I got all of my basic seasonings and my barbecue sauce that I'm going to be using to make these fabulous wings. So here I want to explain to you guys about the seasonings. I'm keeping it basic because whenever you are using a sauce on any type of meat, you don't want to overpower it with too many different types of seasonings because it's going to throw the flavor of whichever kind of sauce that you're going to be using, and it may become a little too seasoned or salty, or it may not taste good. So let's get started. So of course, because I'm baking these wings, I'm going to hit them with some olive oil. You can use any kind of oil that you have. I'm using olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, avocado oil, whatever you choose. And this is going to help the seasoning to stick to the meat as well as keep it moist. The meat will not dry out. I will guarantee you that. So you don't want to give much, maybe about a tablespoon or two. That's the end of that. So I'm going to mix this up. Get that all the way through. Then I'm going to be hitting it with some liquid smoke just to give it that, that barbecue flavor. Bring out the sauce flavor a little more. All right, so that looks good to me. Now I'm gonna hit it with that liquid smoke. And this is very strong, guys, so be careful not to use too much. Maybe about 1.5 teaspoons on this amount of wings. Use your judgment or whatever you feel that you might like. And you wanna make sure that that's all over. Smells like I'm at a barbecue already. But these are oven wings. Alright, so now that we got that part out of the way, I always go down with my black pepper first. So here we are, black pepper. You want to make sure you get enough on there because remember, you're going to be mixing this. And you want to see that pepper everywhere. And you want to taste it as well. Onion powder. Garlic powder. And this pan that I am seasoning the chicken wings in, I'm going to be baking them in. Alright, so now I'm going to hit it, last but not least, of the seasoning, the paprika. And guys, you want to have your oven preheated to about 350. Degrees, and you're going to bake your wings until they are golden brown if you are baking them uncovered. And if you are covering them, you want to bake them for at least about 40 minutes to an hour to assure that they are cooked all the way through. Get rid of some of that excess juice that it's going to generate. Hit it with your barbecue sauce. And right now, what I'm going to do is bake them uncovered so that they can be crispy and have that amazing gray color. And these smell amazing already. That liquid smoke, man. Alright, so let me lay these guys out. Just want to flip them over. Make sure you have a pan that's big enough to give you some space, so that they can bake evenly, because I do have the wing tips on them. And because I'm baking these uncovered, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of paprika on top to make sure I get that nice golden brown color. Just a little, not much, because remember that oil that's on there is going to help with the color also. And there's already paprika in the mix. So that should do. Alright guys, so I'm going to put these in the oven for about close to an hour, maybe a little over, but I'll be back when it's time to check on them. Alright y'all, let's take a looky at our wings. And this is what they're looking like right now. So I'm gonna let them go for about another 15 minutes to make sure that they are completely done in the middle. I'm gonna put these back in 15 minutes. Then we gonna baste them with our barbecue sauce. So here's our barbecue sauce that I have heating up on the stove. Whenever you're going to baste the meat with a sauce, you want to always make sure that you warm it up, because it comes out better and it's easier to handle, instead of squeezing a bottle over your chicken wings and, you know, creating a mess. So doing it this way will be much better. Trust me, guys. Alright guys, so our wings are done. And before we get to basting them with the barbecue sauce, I just want to show you that these wings are not stuck to the pan because we put that oil on there. See that? How easy they move? And these are completely done. Alright, just to show you that they all are able to move. Okay, so now let's get to baste. So I got my barbecue sauce here. I know you saw the stain. So yes, that is moving. So I'm just gonna stir it around a little bit more. So I'm just gonna baste all of these wings. You wanna make sure you get the whole wing. And after I finish this, these are gonna go back into the oven for about another 10 to 15 minutes on 400 degrees. And guys, when it comes to this part, you can put as much or as little barbecue sauce as you like. All right guys, so there you have it. Our wings are perfectly sauced up, and the barbecue sauce will spill over to the other side, so don't you worry about that. The barbecue sauce will be on both sides. I put enough on there to make sure that it runs over. I'm just trying to touch up some of the areas to make sure that we get the perfect amount of sauce on these wings before we put them back in the oven. Alright guys, it looks perfect to me. Alright, so let's put these bad boys back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes on 400 degrees. Okay guys, so our wings are done, and here's what they are looking like after 15 minutes on 400. Got that nice grilled barbecue look. Alright, so these fabulous oven baked barbecue wings are done, and I had to let them cool off for a little bit because I didn't want to burn myself with trying to taste them for you guys. Although I love you guys very much, but I just can't get burnt. Alright guys, so let's dig in. Gonna choose this one back here. See how easily that came up, and the way that the barbecue is sticking to the wing. That's exactly what you want. I feel scared to break it. Oh man, that fell off. They're so tender, guys. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to try it just like this, as is. Wow. And that is good. It's perfect because, like I mentioned to you guys at the beginning of the video about not over seasoning your meat when you're adding sauce to it, that was perfect. Well, I gotta finish that other piece. Good job. Perfect. So flavorful. Well, guys, I hope that you try this recipe. I'm sure that you are going to enjoy it just as much as I do. And thank you for watching.